Hi, it's Nick, Mamos vs Draco. Today I have another piece of history of Sorcery Contested Realm for you. It will be another sample pack opening. It was recorded in June in Baltimore during the Courtesan Cup. It was made together with Mike Servati, great guy from Collector's House. He helped me with commenting the pools from this pack. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please support, subscribe, and have a nice day.
What do we got here? Where'd you get this sample pack? I see you got the label on the front and the label on the back, which means it came from somewhere in Europe. Did you buy it from?
No.
Or no, the US packs had the sticker on the back.
It was a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So it's one of 4 Kickstarter sample packs. And I have never opened one. So today it will be the first. And I decided that this event is a perfect place to start opening sample packs.
Did you get it from your pledged here, or did you end up buying it from somebody? Oh, okay.
It's my pledge.
Okay.
I even had my lucky scissors with me.
Did you tell the people who you are, where you come from?
My name is Nick. I'm from Russia. So it's quite a long way to visit this nice event. It's awesome for me because I haven't even touched a card before visiting here. My friend keep this Kickstarter pledge for me, and now I have as a kid, because all gifts in one day for a year or so.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, and I hope Mike will help me to comment the pools, because
yeah, definitely
he's so much
experienced. 25 packs or so. Yes. There's 244 in the Kickstarter, and I think so. Is your friend in the U.S. here?
Huh?
You said you got the pledge through your friend, because the ones with the sticker on the back, I think, are the U.S. packs. What I thought.
I don't know really what it means, but this one.
So there's like a barcode. Will come up on the screen here. Some of them only have the sticker on the front of the pack, and then there we go. I think he's working it from the audio room. And then on the back here, some like do or do not have a sticker in there, and then some actually have another sticker on the front. So it's, I guess, regionally, for whatever reason, they were tagged differently.
So what is the experience? What you?
I always randomize it.
Randomize.
So like actually, what's going to happen there? If you want to just go in order, all right. Well, you're randomizing.
Okay. No.
You could go random. Just pull one out of the pile instead of shuffling.
Sorry.
And then we'll see. Just grab any one. You don't rub them together. You don't want any edging. Yeah, just grab one at random and then hold it up to the window. Looks like you got one Atlas card or 2 Atlas. Is there another Atlas card buried in there?
I don't know, maybe.
So the Atlas cards are extremely rare always. There's usually anywhere from like 0 to I think I don't know.
Maybe
there's been a couple anomaly packs that had like 10 of them.
I think,
but it's very rare.
We will try it.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, so we're going with an Atlas off the top.
So it's first one, yeah. It's
right.
Arid Desert.
Arid Desert, one of the basic lands. So these did not change a whole lot. I think in the very early days when they were spellcraft cards, they were simply called Desert. And then the names evolved, so now Arid Desert is, I think, is that the Fine Alpha version? Those of you guys still playing the game? Kyle?
Oh, yeah.
Arid Desert? I know some of the sample names better than the alpha names, ironically. But there you go. There's a good shot. Okay. So those are pretty rare. There's a spreadsheet at Collector Art House. There's like a Google Sheet linked under the Collector's Corner section. And there's a guy in the Discords named Erik, A-R-I-C, that's tracking all the packs that have been opened. There's been, I think he's talked to like maybe like 100 people that have opened packs and inventoried what rarity and the population size. I think most of these are probably single-digit number of copies that have been found out of like, again, 100-some packs, maybe half of the Kickstarter tier. So those are very rare. All Atlas cards are good hits.
Okay.
So
next one.
Get next.
Harpoon
shot. Jesse Pilkus, right? Yeah. So the exceptionals, they're just like the alpha packs. You typically get 3 exceptionals and then 1 elite or unique and then 11 ordinary cards. I want to say I might have pulled one of those in all the 25 or so packs that I pulled. And yeah, what is it called? Harpooners now?
Harpoons, exclamation point.
I might have to might have to pull up the website for reference here. And I could get I won't be able to get the pops quick enough, but you guys will recognize where the names change. Oftentimes the type line text at the top of the text box changes, some of the casting cost, the game mechanic, everything except the artist name essentially is fair game for changes from the early sample days.
Okay. So next one is Amazon Warriors.
Fire Harpooners, okay. Oh, you got it? We can do a quick compare? Nice. Yeah, if you compare the details, you grab the... So fire, you're gonna have to... Yeah, maybe you could put them side by side on the stand.
We'll try. Ah, okay. It's previous one, yeah?
Yeah, previous.
It's too small. This
He's too small. Yeah.
You might have to hold it in place. So that's a beta. I guess based on where you're sitting, the one called Fire Harpoons is the alpha/beta version. Interesting, called it Fire Harpoons with the exclamation point. For a little extra flavor. So it's called Harpoon Shot, that's one change. Ordinary Magic. To reel in your prey, except... Oh, so it's ordinary. There's another big change. The rarity also changed. I guess I forgot to comment on that. So the ones that... The big cards tend to be the ones that have a rarity change or an artwork that wasn't used in alpha. This one did make it through, but that's a change from an ordinary to an exceptional. And then some of the verbiage on the type line text itself. And then it looks like the mechanic changed pretty significantly as well. So that's a good one. And again, it's exceptional in a sample slot means it's exceptional level rarity in terms of pulls, only 3 per pack. So all of those are incredibly rare. That's a good hit, man. Good start.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe set aside the exceptionals.
I think
the
we'll
elites
take
uniques
this away.
from the ordinaries.
So next
it'll
one
line up your stand.
is
Oh, man.
Midland Mercenaries.
So there was a guy, the original painting of Midland Mercenaries was here for the event over the last few days, and the guy that owns that painting was looking for this card forever. I think he finally ended up getting it and had it framed with the sketches, if I'm not mistaken. So Jeff Menges is here for the event, and he has it out on his... The guy that had to leave recently, so I don't know if Jeff still has it on his table, but you can go check it out after. So now this is called the Eremos Mercenaries, I believe. So in the early days it was the Midland Mercenaries. That's a big change on this one. I don't...
Element change.
The element? Yeah, that's right. There's very few that actually had an element change. That is a big deal. Oh, here we go. You guys are clutch. All right, Aramos Mercenaries is what it's called now. Ordinary mortals fight for a price. So it's this is the beta version that I'm looking at.
I don't know how to better
That'll come across.
to show.
Hold it next to just next to it for comparison. Yeah, you see it's a fire. In the new for alpha and beta, it became a fire element, and for the sample card, it was earth. So it looks like an earthy card. So
Yeah.
I don't know why you changed it like that. Does it play differently? I don't know. It's a big. It's kind of strange.
You can play that one for free on the right. Like discard the card. The other one
Right.
doesn't have the ability.
Yeah, the mechanic changed entirely on this.
I feel like it's the same as the art. I know.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one to hit.
Thank you.
Even at the ordinary rank. There's several ordinaries that are very desirable and valuable.
Okay. Next one is Holland
Ooh.
Clansman.
The Klansman. So we got Truett Parish here this weekend as well. And one of the fans brought the original painting of that. I think they have it out by the front desk. Behind the desk if you want to go check that out later. So this is like a very large piece. Truett was talking about how he just revealed the leap attack, I think. I don't know if did they reveal the card for the painting that he just revealed? Did any of you guys see it? The actual card though that's going to be in Arthurian Legends?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't. Did you catch that? What the name of it is?
Druid's card.
I think it was. Yeah.
Siege Giant, I believe. Yeah, Siege Giant.
Siege Giant. Holy shit. Okay. So I thought it was Leap Attack in the early days.
So he said, I literally just talked to him.
Wow.
He said it was going to be called Toss. Was the original.
Toss. Yeah. Okay. So I've seen that either as a spellcraft card or a sample card, or maybe just a digital file. But this one, when you saw him reveal it, it was like fairly small, like an 8x11. I think he said that was one of the first paintings he did, and then he started doing things in a larger size. Thanks. So this one is, the reason I brought that up is this one is like massive. So it looks really awesome and impressive framed, and he's got this awesome vibe with these fighters charging in, which is kind of, and a lot of characters. He does these big epic battle scenes, and I think that's how Erik discovered him from the game. Through his art station, basically just stumbled upon his work and thought it'd be a good fit for Sorcery. So that is Ordinary. Is it an exceptional in?
Do you want me to start? So it is an Ordinary.
I thought this. Oh, I got your phone, so you gotta look it up. But
If
if you want to sit here, you can be a part of it.
I don't want to be your
Get
shit.
my water bottle.
It's your thing.
You're in, man. You're helping us with compares now.
All right, I got you.
All right, the Highland Clansman. What's that? The mana cost
Yeah.
or casting cost?
Yeah, 7 to 5.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay. So this one didn't see radical change, but pretty cool artwork.
So usually it's
Alright, Kyle,
only
you're
one
deal now.
one real grail, unique card or something. One in a pack.
Well, the elite
Or
are
zero.
unique is
So
always
this
like
is
a massive card because they're just so incredibly rare. But yeah. So this one, it just said charge in the that's the new effect for the Clansman. Oh, it's hard. It's
Is it
so
too
zoomed
small?
that that's all right. We could just explain it verbally. But yeah, again, there's a big. It effectively does the same thing, right? It just describes that it has the charge effect.
Okay.
But it was simplified for the actual release.
I'll get ahead of you.
Okay. So next one.
So yeah, the big cards are the exceptionals are like underrated too because they're incredibly rare.
Okay. Next one
with some
is
ordinaries. Oh,
Whirling Blades.
so Whirling Blades. I have the original painting sitting behind my table over there in the other art room. If you guys want to check that out later.
No, you don't. I stole it.
It's good. A lot of coincidences in Sorcery, so that one's going to be coming to market soon and will be auctioned probably in the coming weeks. But that's a really cool painting. This is the one where if you go check out the painting afterwards, because you'll see that the painting only goes to just barely above the head of the fighter there. So when Brian painted that one, he painted it right to the top. So if you put the
Okay.
text box on it the way he painted it, it would go right over the guy's face, right?
Okay.
And it wouldn't really be usable for the card. So he had to take another piece of wood board and paint just like a 6-inch by whatever the width of that painting is separately, and then digitally connect it and scan it so Erik could use it in the game. It's pretty wild. So the original doesn't have that. It just cuts off like above the head and it looks great, but for the card it had to make an adjustment. So Whirling Blades, it looks like yeah, the casting cost changed from 3 to 5 and 2 threshold. And it's rarity change. So that's another big one. It's an ordinary as a sample card as shown on the screen, and it became an exceptional. Nice.
Chemical change.
You're hitting a lot of cards with good. Oh, here we go. Here's the hit.
Season Saltsworm.
Yes. One of my favorites from Lindsay Crumet. I actually bought the original painting for that one. Have it at the frame shop being varnished. But yeah, this is I can't recall if we've ever discovered one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, is that another element
Yep.
change? This might be a first ever
100%.
discovery
Really?
of Season Sellsword.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll have to check the spreadsheet. I don't know if you have access to the spreadsheet on the website, but we can look into that later.
So there's
But-
the original, or this.
It's still an elite in alpha, is it not?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's an elite. It's an elite.
Oh, okay. There we go. So we got the alpha version. Yeah, it's still an elite, but it's a fire. It's a fire card in the alpha set. So here it went from earth to fire, the opposite of the Eremos mercenaries. And it has the iron skin mechanic, which is something that I think they eliminated for alpha ultimately, right?
I don't think they have it as a keyword anymore, but they still use the idea. Tufted
Yeah.
turtles. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Avatars nearby, discard a card, gain control of Seasoned Sellsword. So when one of your undefeated, what does it say? One of your undefended sites is attacked, you may pay 1 life to have this Sellsword move to that site and defend it. Wow, so yeah, very significant change. Elite rarity. You might have the only one in the world. We'll check the spreadsheet later, but that's
really cool.
the big hit of the pack.
crazy. I told you that it is my gift day. Next one.
Awesome.
Highland Falconer.
The Highland Falconer. So that's another painting I have. I love Modesty, and you're pulling my whole portfolio here. So yeah, this is an elite rarity right now in alpha. So yep. This is the one I butchered on stream one time, saying you could summon any minion of 2 or less. People are busting my chops. So it says Genesis, you may search your hand and spellbook for a beast with airborne and mana cost 2 or less and summon it here. So it has to be a beast is the key. You can't summon any card of 2 or less. But, you know, it's a tutor type card. You look in your deck and pull it, so... Yeah, the fun story on this one is I bought the Spear of Destiny and the Highland Falconer from this guy, and he mailed them to me, and I was like, you know, when they come, I'll just auction off the Falconer to justify buying a Spear of Destiny. And then when it showed up, it was just like so incredible in person. I was like, there's no chance I'm letting it go. So now I have them both.
That's awesome.
2 iconic cards, and I'm partial to Modesty as it is, but it looks beautiful in person. I'll have to try to bring it to the next event, but it's at the frame shop. But yeah, another great one, man, because that's you're getting all the rarity changes and 2
And we are still waiting
element
for the
changes. It's
Boomer.
big. Yeah,
Next one. Entangled Terrain.
awesome. So we're hitting all the artists that are present here this weekend as well. Drew Tucker. This one got the Curio treatment with the Grim Tangle variant of this in Alpha. So other than that, I think, yeah, that's kind of novelty of it. I know this is like a pretty popular card. Drew from the guy that ran March of the Mortals, loves this card.
Can't get the big.
So I assume it's meta relevant since he's pretty good at the game. He does content on gameplay. So Entangled Terrain, it's 4 and 2 threshold, no change there. An Ordinary Aura of Trammeling Roots. Ordinary Aura of Immobility. So the effects change. It now says minions occupying affected sites lose airborne and are immobile last 3 of your turns. Play at the intersection of 4 sites, of which at least 1 is an earth site. Minions affected are grounded. Yeah, so it still has the same immobile mechanic. Is that how it's played currently too? You play at the intersection of sites?
4 sites, but you can play it anywhere.
Okay.
This one specifically requires you to have at least one of the sites be an earth site. But otherwise,
Gotcha.
it's the same.
Yeah. Alright. Well, the Curio is what makes that one special. The fact that there's a Curio variant with the same artwork.
Next one.
Ah!
Boss
Oh, yeah.
The infamous Boss Troll.
That happened because
Nice.
you put me up here.
It's meant to be. Alright.
Oh.
So another one that got Curio treatment with the 3 Trolls Troll Job
That's
from
awesome.
Erik. It's a Vasily card. Incredible artwork.
That is so good. There you go.
So I got
That is so good.
It's got some prints of these out on the table from Vasily, and the so hidden under the text box there is a little
Changed.
spirit. You know, you wouldn't know until you see the full art version or the original painting. So it's incredible artwork by Vasily, super popular. I think Drew Tucker told me this is his favorite painting in the set. He loves Vasily. All the artists have great respect for Vasily, so
It's gorgeous.
pretty high praise. He's
We'll
also
try-
in Russia.
Yeah,
so
we'll try to find
you'll have
him
to connect with
make
him.
an
Yeah.
autograph. Yeah.
Interview him on your channel, man. It'd be amazing. And get him to sign.
Next one.
Oh, wow.
Sleep.
Sleep. Beautiful.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, one of the great artworks from Severin Pignou.
Go.
So this one changed to 2 and 1 threshold to cast. Ordinary magic of Soporific Slumber. Alright, so ordinary Soporific magic. Target minion at a location up to 2 steps away falls asleep. It's disabled until it takes damage. Breathe Deep, The Gathering Bloom is the flavor text that was added to this one. So it's pretty comparable.
Functionally the same, just a mana cost change?
Yeah, the verbiage changed a bit, but it seems functionally equivalent.
Cool.
Great looking card. Yeah, everybody loves this artwork from Severn. Very
Okay.
nice.
Let's try. No. Not last. Next one. Hast Eagle.
Pretty.
The Haast Eagle from Elvira Polakowska. Now, okay, so this is the last exceptional, right? We pulled 3 of those. So this one is now 3 and 2 threshold to cast, and 3 power level. That stayed the same. Still an exceptional. Exceptional Beast of Grand Bearing. Airborne may carry a weaker allied minion.
So they,
And they added flavor text.
for Hast Eagle, that does, this one is what they ended up using for Harpies.
That's...
The mechanic?
No,
Oh, they changed it?
it's the exact same thing.
Ah.
I knew that looked... There you go.
Interesting. So,
So there.
the Clamor of Harpies, yeah. Genesis, teleport target weaker minion to this location. Clamor of Harpies may strike it.
So they added the strike card, but the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then they went and basically made a flying beast of burden.
Move a weaker, yeah, so that one more specifically moves a weaker minion, which better pairs with that artwork. Whereas the Clamor of Harpies is a bunch of flying. I don't know if you could get that in the viewpoint, but you can kind of see the aspects of airborne and a bunch of flying elements. There you go.
Unfortunately,
That's
Yeah.
kind of impossible to.
yeah, you got to put it almost in front. There you go. Yep. Francesca Berald.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So exceptional Haast Eagle.
So it's
What do
3
we got?
last.
3 left. Oh, and you
Three
got
left.
another Atlas card, so that'll be an interesting one. If we hit the exceptionals, it's probably going to be one of the basic sites, unless we get a surprise.
Wall of Fire.
All right, Wall of Fire, Matt Thames. So Matt did all of the wall artworks for the different elements, which is in a way, I guess, a throwback to Magic, I would say. So this is now 2 to cast, 1 fire threshold, an ordinary aura, and blazing barricade. So an ordinary aura of pyromancy. That's pretty cool on the early sample card. Conjure atop the border of a site you control. Whenever a unit passes through wall of fire, it takes 3 damage. Oh man, that's a mouthful.
That's
On the card, I won't try to read it on the small screen. But yeah, this one changed a lot, and really the artwork on this is pretty awesome. I'd love to see this one in person, because like the wall kind of draws your eye, but there's a lot going on with the lava streams, I guess, and the earth there.
What's under
Which
the
is-
text box?
What's that? What's
under
under
the
it?
text box?
I'm not sure. We'd have to go try to see if someone has a full art copy at the event.
You what?
I'm not sure off the cuff, or look on the website.
Right.
But yeah, that's a nice one.
So we have 2 last cards.
Let's
Which
save
we
the
will-
Atlas for last. Go with the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, spell book. Oh,
Great.
there's Severn. You got 2 great Severn artworks. Unravel.
Yeah.
Another element
Yeah.
change? Wow. Yeah, and that's kind of been like a thematic thing we've seen somehow, I think. And one of the other packs I pulled, I think there was like a few that had element changes. So these
I think it still functions the
These-
same though.
tend to come in waves, maybe in 3s. I think this, 3 in this pack. So this is, it was water, which doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe it was just like a mock-up template. Doesn't make sense for it's an obviously earth type of vibe, and as is a lot of Severn's artwork, where she blends nature and humanity in a way. In this case, a skull with the skull and bones. It shows up in one of her art books. So I think she did like a comparable art piece outside of the game and leveraged that concept for the game. So yeah, the big change is 2. It's 2 to cast, but the element change went from water to earth in alpha. Stayed as an ordinary magic of calm repose. Destroy all artifacts and undead minions at a location up to 2 steps away. And this destroys the target relic or undead minion.
The flavor text change?
So it's, yeah, from artifact to relic, but there is, yeah, lengthy flavor text on the new one. It's like a poem saying.
Yeah.
Let's set that aside.
Okay. And
All right,
one.
last one. Another Atlas. Oh, all right,
Lone
yep,
Tower.
another basic land. Lone Tower, was it? Mikhail Nagy, Paul?
Is it lone?
Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, this was the artwork was based on Scarborough Castle in the UK. So like several of the paintings that Mikhail did for Alpha are inspired by his travels throughout Europe and stuff.
That's one of the more rare sites.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's one of the more rare, least pulled basic sites from the sample cards. So I don't know if that's coincidental or what, but yeah, again, you only tend to get a few of the Atlas sites per sample pack, if any, sometimes none. And so the odds of pulling any given one is incredibly rare. And for some reason, this one has been discovered less than others. But yeah, it's a beautiful artwork. He's done a few commission pieces of this concept, which are really cool. And I think in terms of change, it's an ordinary site of introspection. Genesis, if this is the only lone tower you control, gain 1 this turn. And it here just gain 1 mana till the end of the turn. So it didn't have that contingency where it has to be the only one in play.
It's minor,
So
but
that's-
it's major.
Yeah, so that's actually a lot of the sample cards are fairly overpowered. So that's a pretty powerful card if you want to try to slip that into the deck in the next Courtesan Cup.
That actually sounds like you gotta play.
Tournament for several minutes.
Nice, that's a nice pack. If you want to maybe like recap it, if you want to like show the 15, you're gonna have to like just show them one at a time.
I don't know really how to show it properly.
Just hold it up. Don't. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about trying to put it on a stand, or you can if you want. There you go. The Lone Tower. You did pretty well. That seasoned sellsword is exciting. We got to go check the spreadsheet or message Erik on Discord.
I'm no expert,
Get
but I
the-
really
get the
think that's the
facts.
only one I've ever seen
Yeah.
in your opens.
Yeah, I remember when I got that painting like before Alpha. I think it was before Alpha came out, and Simon had like some early card of the real cards. It wasn't a sample card, but he sent me one of those because he knew I loved that painting. So I got that. That was like the first ever real legit sorcery card that I had, I think, outside of like a couple pre-con.
Translation, I know a guy that'll buy that from you.
Now I,
Wait, I need to talk about that one. Yeah, of course we're gonna get some glare with the sleeves with the
Sleeves,
Amazon
yeah.
Warriors. That's a great painting that
Unfortunately,
someone
it's
received
not
in the
sold.
collector tier. Unravel, buddy of mine's got that one. You got that from Severn early on. Wall of Fire, Matt Thames. The Haste Eagle.
Have you had that
Malakowska.
on your channel?
Just for the beta or the alpha or beta showcase opening. I think it was one of those. He came on briefly.
So probably before I discovered you.
Maybe.
Sadness.
Sleep, beautiful artwork. That's one of the grails from grail paintings that are out there somewhere in the wild. The boss troll,
The best card in
the infamous boss
That was
troll.
the best hit.
Entangled Terrain. So you got that one that had the Curio and
I
the boss
actually
troll,
love
the
that.
Highland Falconer, which is now an elite. So you had several with a rarity change. Yeah, the big time season sellsword. We'll have to get a good picture of that one. That's huge.
It's pretty incredible that you hit all the element changes in that pack.
Yeah. At least 3, right? Whirling Blades.
Airmost
Island
versus, well,
Clansmen,
they're not called Airmost Mercenaries. What? Oh my lord.
Midland. Midland Mercenaries. Is that all of them?
yes,
All right.
that's it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Well done.
Nice
Thanks for
pack.
the opportunity.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.